Welcome back to Rick's Link. I'm speaking with Two Town Entertainment. Larry is the owner of it. Fantastic, good seeing you. We were talking just a couple of moments ago about your background and everything that brought you to this point. But let's talk now for where you've been since you've been here in Vegas. Okay. Some of the different events and so on that you've been doing, some of the different venues you've been doing. I think you were mentioning that you do things up at Mandalay Bay.
I've done events at the Mandalay Bay for a different corporate companies, and I've done things at the Las Vegas Country Club on Joe W. Brown for like 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were my big accounts, and there was quite language instruction. There was a lot of places I've done a lot of business with. And actually, to back up a little bit, that all started from a wonderful lady named Patty Oley that owns Friendly Ford. She saw me and took me under her wings and showed me places that she could help me show my talent, what I can do, and that was great. And actually, when I started doing that, I was going to different karaoke shows after the Broadway show, which we talked about, but get ahead of ourselves. But I would get into contests to see really how good I was, and I started winning and started feeling good. So that's how the name Two Tons came out to stick. I never told people my name is Larry. Never was Two Tons.
Two Tons. So you were mentioning about the Broadway.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
When I came here in '96, it was my sister's wedding, and I sang my sister's wedding in Texas, Casino. And the song I sang was One in a Million by Larry Graham. And there was a guy named Phil Nappy that happened to be there. I know his name now, but didn't know him then. It was just a weekend time I spent here just singing my sister's wedding, and then turned around and went home, and they were looking for me. So they found me and had to ship me back out here to be an understudy in a Broadway show at the New York called The Manhattans. And the song they
Great show, by the way.
It was a great show. I hate that it's gone. And the song they had me sing was by Otis Redding, Travel Tenderness. So,
great song.
Yeah, so, and that's where I started after that. That would last like 6 months and closed down. And then I went back into DJ and going to karaoke shows and trying to get other Broadway shows, but they were rude.
It's always interesting to me that people that are in the business, when they select somebody to host their entertainment. Now, we were just at a red carpet event that was held over at Joey's, over at Craig and 95, right, over there at Tenaya and Craig 95. What a wonderful event. But what I found particularly interesting is not only are you there every Wednesday night, there's your plug. You're there every Wednesday night.
Everyone's from 8 to 12.
There you go.
Every night.
But the thing is that the event that you were hosting that night, you were emceeing that night, was for a woman who is a VIP, involved with VIP services, at a very prominent, at the south end of the strip, very tall building that happens to host, House of Blues. No.
Wow.
But hey, just in case you might know, at the south end of town where the House of Blues is. Yeah,
exactly.
Just in case you might. But anyway, so, and what I was impressed by was not only by everything that you've done, and everything I've watched you do, but I was also hugely impressed by the fact that this person, who knows obviously so many people in the entertainment business, chose you to host their event. Do you find that a great privilege? Is there extra pressure on you when you have to do that, when you know that you're being called upon by some of the best and most well-known?
It is, but a welcome challenge. It is. It's really hard. I go through, as my fiance can tell you, a couple of weeks of stress before it takes place, because things change all the time. People want to do a different event how they want it. So not just I'm hosted, I'm DJing, and then they're asked upon me to sing on top of that. So when you're doing that as one person, it's kind of hard, and keep the crowd hype and know that you're doing the right selection of music that fits everybody that's there.
Amazing. Well, you did a great job that night.
Well, thank you.
And I gotta tell you, from our standpoint, to have Vegas News Review team, we were there and to get a chance to walk down the red carpet with the lights that are going on, and with the Rolls Royce coming up and and a Bentley, and I don't think there was anything that prestigious that didn't arrive.
Yes.
And the whole event was just absolutely spectacular. It really was. We had the best time because we could tell you were having such a good time.
Well, thanks. It's good to hear. I try to make sure that everyone has a good time, no matter what it is. It's just, I would think that everyone that goes to an event, they would want to be, but they're going to have a good time. They want to be bored, or they're just paying attention to other things that's going on around. They want to pay attention to what music is bringing you to take you back where either you're raised or born, what you used to hear.
And then, now with your karaoke business, I'm going to skip forward to that because that's near and dear to my slightly off-key voice.
Well, okay, I think I have a great voice.
Okay, good. We'll keep that
under wraps.
We'll keep that entirely under wraps. We're not going to talk about that.
You can sing.
But when I listened to you sing, I told you, I said there was a particular entertainer that rang immediately in my ear. But that's not the one you're usually associated with.
Correct.
Okay, so everyone refers to you as
Very White.
And you get, yeah, is that?
It bothers me.
It bothers you?
It does, it really does. I mean, I don't think I sound like him. I think I'm a octave or so lower than him in a sense. It just, my singing sounds more like, to me, like a Lou Rawls, a Tom Jones, you know, Elvis if I have to, you know.
Well, what's interesting is that so many people associate you with that voice, and what I find really interesting is it's much like you're recognizing you can sing. Was that how you perceive yourself is always one thing. Isn't it true with all of us that how we perceive ourselves is so much different than the way other people perceive
Very
us?
much so.
And I remember a great story from the chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra, that I watched one of his old interviews. And he even said, you know, this was obviously a little bit later in life, and he goes, my voice isn't what it used to be. I can't believe that after all these years, people still want to come out and see me. He goes, I don't sing like I used to, I don't look like I used to, and so on. But I gotta tell you, I saw that man in Pine Knob.
Okay.
You know where that's at?
Yes.
Down north end of Detroit.
Right.
And he was every bit of the chairman of the board that he ever was. It was a great show, an absolutely great show that he did. So I think it's interesting whether it's yourself or myself or whether it's, you know, Frank Sinatra, that the perception that we have of ourselves and what the public sees is so much different.
Yeah, it is. It's hard for me. I mean, because first of all, for me in the beginning, since I don't look at myself really as a singer, that's the first thing I see in me. I see that I'm an entertainer. Mm-hmm. I'm that person who's going to make your day.
And you've obviously been doing it for a long time, not only recognizing it when you're at age 7, but then going all the way through to where as a professional athlete, they're professional athletes, they're entertainers, whether it's, no matter what the sport is, right? And don't let any of the you know, bookers and stuff in town tell you otherwise. It is entertaining. So, and now, and yet other people will automatically make an association with you, with a particular, in this case, Barry White. And yet, exactly what you had said, and we talked about this over, you know, during our preliminary on this, was that, yeah, the first time I heard you sing, I went, Lou Rawls. I could not believe it. There's very few people that have that texture in their voice, and you have it, my friend.
Well, thank
you. You're just such a huge.
I mean, there's other entertainers, singers I can find my voice to be more than Barry White, you know, like a Larry Graham, Brooke Benton, you know, it changes, it depends. I guess actually the more weight I lose, I sound more like Luther.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you.
It's scary, it doesn't.
I only have this to say. You keep singing because the amount of joy that you bring to the people, and I can say this firsthand, no hesitation, none whatsoever. The amount of joy and song that you bring to the people that you entertain is huge. And I don't mean it as 2 tons, I mean it is phenomenal. You're touching people's lives, you're making a difference. Even when somebody goes up there and sings, you always make them feel comfortable. I watch you work. Anybody who brings you on board for anything is going to have a great time.
Thanks, Rick. That's nice to hear.
What an outstanding entertainer.
Thank you.
All right. ladies and gentlemen, that's my show for this evening. I've had a real pleasure getting a chance to speak with Larry from Two Tons Entertainment. If you want to get a chance to know more, please visit our website, vegasnewsreview.com. You can also send us an email, rick@vegasnewsreview.com. Follow us on Twitter. Whatever you communicate with us, we'll give you every way you possibly can. You can call us, tweet us, follow us, friend us, email us, however you want to get it done. We're anxious to get a chance to hear from you. So again, Larry, thank you so very, very much. It's been a huge pleasure, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
What a pleasure. Thank you.